With warm applause, Social Democrats greeted Olaf Scholz as he strode to the podium to receive the formal endorsement of his party as lead candidate for next month's general election. His message to his party faithful was clear.
Thanks for this overwhelming vote, for giving me the task of fighting so that everything continues to go well in our country, that we can build a good future for ourselves here in these difficult times. And that's why I'm going to do all I can with your help to surprise everyone, like we did last time around. We will win.
The problem for Mr. Scholz is that his party is deeply unpopular. Latest polls suggest it's struggling just to stay in third place, far removed from the sort of numbers the party would need to keep him in his job.
Because this is the person perhaps most likely to be the next Chancellor, Christian Democrat leader Friedrich Merz. Nearly a third of voters say they plan to vote for his party. He plans tax cuts for middle and low-income families and says immigration policy over the last 4 years has challenged the system.
It's why we are currently failing, for example, to provide a good education in schools, why we are failing to provide sufficient healthcare, and why we are also failing to provide enough housing. It is simply an objective overburdening of our country's resources.
That is something the far-right Alternative for Germany, or AfD, has long argued. On Saturday, thousands of opponents of the party tried to disrupt an event in eastern Germany where it chose its lead candidate for the post of Chancellor. 12 months ago, its leader Alice Weidel denied planning to introduce what's called remigration, expelling many migrants and refugees who've come to Germany and been integrated here. Now it is a main policy in her campaign.
We need to take away asylum seekers' right to welfare payments, remove social benefits from people who have no right to be here, and carry out returns on a large scale. And I have to tell you quite honestly, if that is called remigration, then it is simply remigration.
Because no mainstream party will work with the AfD, it is very unlikely Weidel will lead the next government. But polls suggest it's also very unlikely that Olaf Scholz will. Instead, his Social Democrats seem set for their worst ever defeat.